What's going on, y'all? It's the kid J Nolan here. Hey man, it looks like the Migos is officially over now. We've been speculating on this for months, ever since Quavo and Takeoff went and created their own thing, Few. They've been dropping single after single. They probably got about 3 or 4 of them out by now. Offset has also released about 2 or 3 singles on his own. I've already spoken about this a little bit, so I don't want to have to rehash all of the same information over and over. However, Quavo and Takeoff did an interview on the Big Facts podcast with DJ Scream and Big Bank, and I want to give a big shout out to DJ Scream because I've been seeing Takeoff and Quavo doing interviews and showing up at different places, and people been shying away from the subject, trying not to ask them but trying to tiptoe around the subject. And I salute DJ Scream for actually coming out and saying, what is the status of the Migos group? What's going on? Are y'all still gonna be working together? Are y'all gonna come back and do a Culture 4 album? Like, where do y'all stand? Clearly, Quavo feels like there's some disloyalty going on between the family. He can't say anything else other than that in his response. He's just like, hey man, I don't know what it's gonna be. We just come from a very loyal family, and that's what it is. We got to stand on that. Takeoff, on the other hand, he's kind of staying silent, looking at Quavo like, hey man, I'm gonna let you tell it. But then Big Bank jumps in and he like, man, they always gonna be family. It's gonna be that over everything. Y'all might be too fresh in it right now. It's fresh, y'all still mad, y'all feeling some type of way, but y'all always gonna be family. That's always gonna be love. They kind of agree to it, but when you looking at the footage of this, it's kind of confusing as to like what really could have taken place that made this such a big ordeal. You know what I'm saying? Quavo goes on to say, man, it ain't about no label, it ain't about no deal, ain't no paperwork, it's all about loyalty. So if it ain't about the paperwork, if it ain't about the label, what could Offset had done to violate the loyalty of their group? Now there are people out there that are claiming that Offset might have slept with Saweetie back when Quavo was dealing with her. I truly do not believe that happened. I don't believe that he dealt with her after Quavo was done with her. I don't really think that happened. Is it about some money? Is it about the fact that he wanted to leave the label and that caused some confusion with the fans? Like, what's the future of the Migos gonna be if he trying to leave? Do they feel like that was the part of the disloyalty where it's like, nah, it ain't even about the label, it's about the fact that you didn't confront us first before you made that move? I don't really know, you know what I'm saying? But what I am gonna do is go ahead and play the clip so that you can hear the words coming out of their mouth. They can describe how they feel, because I'm not living in none of their heads, you know what I mean? Pause. So I'm gonna go ahead and play the clip for y'all. You can go ahead and chime in down below, let me know what y'all think, and I'll get back to y'all in just a second.
Be a Culture 4 or more music was said, or what kind of like, where are y'all at with that space right now?
I just feel like we want to see our career as a duo, you know what I'm saying? Because, we just came from a loyal family, you know what I'm saying? It's supposed to stick together. And, sometimes when shit work out, it ain't meant to be, so that's what I
family gonna be family though. You know what I'm saying? It's just how it be.
Yeah,
family gonna be family. That's just how it be. In the beginning, you can't even think clear or speak on like that.
Always facts.
On the time.
I ain't trying to answer the question.
I get
family
it.
gonna be family. It's just how it be. You be more hurt whenever it is. And it could be the simplest.
We don't know all answers, you feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? God know. And we ask, we pray a lot, and we tell them, whatever. If it's, post, whatever ain't right, and however you supposed to see it fit, like you put it back together, or however you do it, like we pray, so only time to tell. But we always family now. Ain't nothing gonna change. So
we just stand on loyalty, you know what I mean? We stand on real deal loyalty. And sometimes that is played. And this ain't got nothing to do with no label, no paperwork, no QC, no nothing. This got something to do with the 3 brothers, and that is what it is. Right now we gonna be the duo till time tell.
So as you can see, they're kind of trying to evade the topic. They are put on the spot with DJ Scream, so they do kind of got to answer it to the best of their ability, but they're not really giving any definitive answers. Even Takeoff is like, man, we don't know, but God know. We'll see what time tell and all this type of stuff. So basically, it sounds to me like they're hurt. Now, why they hurt, I can't give y'all that information. The only thing that we do know for sure is that Offset wanted to be a solo artist, and he wanted to do that without QC being involved. That's all the information we got. So at this current juncture, the only thing to assume is that they feel like he violated their trust and their loyalty by either not speaking to them about it or not putting his personal views and feelings to the side to continue to benefit the group as a whole. This Unconfused project could have easily been the next Migos album. All they had to do was put in Offset verses. I mean, they've been filling in all his verses with other artists. Every song that they've put out, for the most part, has had a feature on it, except for Hotel Lobby, which is probably my favorite one out of the bunch. And then you also got Offset on the other side working with people like Moneybagg Yo on singles. He's getting production from Baby Keem, you know what I mean? So he's stepping way outside of the circle, way outside of the people that he typically work with or that the group usually work with. It just seems extremely strange to me that y'all will be family members and that's the way you answer when asked about it. You know what I mean? I felt like at some point they should have had a conversation about how they were going to address that from a PR publicity standpoint, to be like, you know what, man, it's all love. We just doing our own thing right now. We'll get back to that in a minute. That would have been the best response that they could have gave. Something that was politically correct, not necessarily tying all of them together at this current moment, but also saying, leaving the door open for at any moment they could just go back and go crazy. With an answer like that, it was like really vague, no details, no real information, no real meat or anything for the fans to digest. So it's kind of like, oh, y'all clearly just not getting along. Y'all not seeing eye to eye. It's really personal. And that's why I feel like this is effectively the end of the Migos. You know what I mean? Unless 2-3 years from now they reconcile, come back together, put all their differences aside, it's gonna be a minute before you hear another project from these three guys. Culture 1 is a certified classic in all affairs of traptivity. Culture 2 was kind of a disappointment. Culture 3 was like a return to form. They had finally got their vibe back, and shortly after that, it all crumbles. I'm real disappointed, man. But you can't control what none of these people do in the industry. I don't know if this is about money. I don't know if maybe Cardi is a little bit of driving a wedge between the fellas, you know what I'm saying? Between whatever conversations that Offset is having with her in the privacy of their own home. You know what I mean? Of course, Cardi split from being on QC, did her own thing, and it seems like them two lean closer in together, you know what I mean? Because it's like, oh, they on that side, we on this side. But let me know what y'all think, man. Takeoff and Quavo got the new project Unconfused. Only for Infinity links, where they got the tribute to the cover and the name going to Raekwon and Ghostface. Very dope. I like the cover. I like the tribute. I like the fact that they actually consulted with Raekwon to get his blessing on that title. You know what I mean? So the music has been good from both sides. I think that Unconfused are definitely up as far as the hits are concerned. They joints been hitting a little bit harder than Offset solo stuff has. So if we keep in score, they do have the edge right now, but we're gonna see how all of this turns out when the final projects do get released, and hopefully they release around the same time, maybe even the same day, so they could see, like, I bet if we really gonna do this separately, let us compete. Let's see who could outsell, who's bigger, who's more important. Seems like the only rational solution to me. But at this point, I've said everything I wanted to say about that. Let me know how y'all feel down below in the comments. Make sure that you like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, hit the post notification bell to get all updates. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Much love and respect, y'all. Peace.